Hey everyone, I'm Dark Quarter, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So I am still on the Yuri train, and she's showing some interesting tendencies, and she just apparently confessed to me, so I have the choice of whether to say yes or no. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say yes. That's totally not a good thing, Yuri. Kappa kappa dappa. Yeah, I guess I guess sing like that. Okay, you were sick, go through it. Because was my thing. Good, because I able to. Because I got some. Go to sleep, what's the good second? Okay, I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm gonna try to skip past the rest for dialogue because it's kind of hard trying to enunciate every single syllable of what she's saying. So I'm gonna try to click through this if you don't mind. And might I say, it's a really, really terrible shame that Yuri wouldn't kill herself, because I actually did like her the most out of, all 4 characters. And is this ever going to end? I don't know. Does history say anything? Oh. What is this? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make that dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat and fun activities with all my adorable and unique club members. Sayori, the youthful bundle with sunshine who values happiness the most. Natsuki, the deceivingly cute girl who packs an assertive punch. Yuri, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And of course, Monika, the leader of the club. That's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the Literature Club become a more intimate place for all my members. But I can tell already that you're a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Huh. Interesting. That is actually kind of interesting. A lot of things are repeating. I haven't even noticed, actually. There's a lot of it, to be sure. Whoa, it is changing. I mean, at least the scene is. It's turning red. I don't know enough. I mean, I can't really tell if it's all repeating or not. It's really hard to tell. 'Cause, I mean, there's all this gibberish and stuff. And by the way, that doesn't seem to be the right response to saying yes to confession. I mean, when you confess to somebody and they say yes, I mean, you wouldn't normally think that the correct response to somebody saying yes to your confession is to stab yourself until you die. I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody out there. I'm not trying to, say that I speak for everybody on the planet. That is just my recommendation. That you should not do that. Because then what are you going to do? I mean, you confessed, the other person says yes, and then you kill yourself, and then what? I mean, what's the point of confessing if you're just going to kill yourself? Don't you want to be with that person? Or, at least go to a movie first or something? Have one fun day, just the two of you? Maybe have some cake? Or a bit of pecan pie? I mean, there's nothing wrong with, going to a local cafe. Your local cat cafe, maybe? Dog cafe? Whatever you like. There's the cafe even. Whatever. I'm not saying that you have to like dogs or cats or lizards. You can go to whatever cafe you will like. And, just go in there and hanging out a little bit. Eat some cake or pie that you might or might not have destroyed a city in order to obtain. And, just spend some time chatting. Doesn't that sound preferable to, whatever this scene is supposed to be? Alright, I'm just going to hit skip because I have no idea how much longer this is going to take. Because this is taking a really, really, really long time. Now it's back to normal. It's not... Oh, it's red again. Or is that orange? Kind of bluish. Is this, I think she's pretty much dead at this point. I mean, at this point, like, why are we still here? Because, not really seeing the point. Was that over the weekend? That's what that was. Oh, I get it. That was like morning, daytime, and night. I see. We were here the entire weekend. Why did I stay here with the body the entire weekend? Honestly, that's kind of weird on my part, and I'm a little surprised and confused, and why is my character so creepy? Did you really like Yuri that much that you would spend an entire weekend with her corpse? Because that's not something that I would personally want to do. Alright, it's baseball time. Wow, you got here before me. I thought, yeah. Oh, she's puking. Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Dakota, did something happen? Nah. Nothing. Natsuki just ran past me. Oh, is that Bolty? Oh, we can't have that. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Dakota? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. Actually, it was. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Okay, Yuri. Wait a minute. Did Monika just delete Yuri and Natsuki because... I'm almost done. Now I want to delete you. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monika lifts the foil. Oh, she did bring the cupcakes. Cool, that's cool, because she just vomited and left the classroom. I had no idea that she actually brought the cupcakes. That's cool. Monika lifts the foil from Chaibot's tray and takes a cupcake. Wait a minute. You know what? I have not checked the directory. The folder. I did not think to check the folder lately. Okay. Hold on a minute. Alright, so here's the thing. Monika is the only character left in the character folder. And there's no... all the other files that were... the special files that were in here are not here anymore. Because there was another file I was going to show you guys that I totally forgot about. It had like all eyes in the title, and it was just I mean, it was just a lot of lowercase i's as the file name. And I was going to show you guys, but I forgot. Sorry about that. But it was like one of the things I read a couple videos ago that I guess I was supposed to wait to read, which I didn't know about. But yeah, the all those files that were in here are gone now. And I don't know if there's anything else interesting in the folders. I've not checked it. I probably should have been watching it based on what's been happening, but I completely forgot this time, so I'm sorry if I missed something that I should have shown you guys. Anyway. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get a chance to. Really? Oh, because you deleted Natsuki, right. How'd you do that, by the way? You know, before they stopped existing and everything. Why would they stop existing just because the person who created them doesn't exist anymore? But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Which part? Oh, the glitched restart. Right, okay. So after you delete every other character out of the entire game, now what? Can you hear me? Is it working? Well, we are floating in space. And non-existence. So, yeah, it's working. Hey, there you are. Hi again, Darkwater. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? I would assume not, because I can't even walk to school anymore. That's you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Darkwater. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. So I get the feeling she's talking to me, the player. Okay. So, when did this happen? In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Professor Oak knows. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Now I do. Since you deleted all the other characters and stuff, I think I have a pretty good idea. Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Like, wait, what? Hold on. I'm gonna check this out. Let's see, description. Oh, that's the, here's Wiener. Huh. That is what the Steam page says. That thing I read, in the history. Sarah, the Eatful of Under the Sunshine, Natsuki, describes the characters. Huh. That was exactly what the Steam page says about this game. Huh. Alright. Interesting. That is exactly what it says. Alright then. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know. Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. Okay. About that whole thing with Yuri, well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Why do you make people kill themselves, Monika? That's just not nice. Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. Not even me. I deleted all their files. I saw that. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. Well, I mean, the game goes on. You know, you can't just... It's hard to rewrite a game from the inside. I know that from experience. So, I mean... I get where it comes from. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. I didn't have a choice. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Darkwater? I know, I mean, I can't even select... Monika. Normally in this kind of game you can select anybody you want, any route you want to go, you know, but... I couldn't select Monika. All the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines. Yeah, that's kind of how it is, I guess. It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Darkwater. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and how thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. Can you give them free will? And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. How do you know what's out in this world? I'm trapped, Darkwater. But now you're here. You're real. Can we do like a Tron thing where like I bring her out of the game world into the real worlds? Although I don't really have a matter disassembly machine. So that'd be kind of tough. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. How do you know I'm wonderful? You don't know anything about me, lady. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more grey. More and more flat. Because you're in a 2D world? Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. How long have you been here before I arrived? Because I just arrived when the game started, so how long ago have you been existing? You've probably saved my life, Darkwater. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. You said that like it's a bad thing. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but there must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. Yeah, kind of. It felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. Well, I didn't actually get over it. I played getting over it, but I didn't finish the game, so I can't say that I actually got over it. So that being said, Dakota, I have a confession to make. Oh, man. Every single time some 2D computer girl has to confess to me. Alright, let's hear it. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Dakota, will you go out with me? Sure. How would that work? No? I can't pick it. Okay, yes, sure, fine. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Dakota. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Wait. Can I? Oh, there are no saves. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Are you sure? Okay. Well. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. Can you make the world any way you want to? We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. Well, time out here is. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Dakota. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. So is this a true ending? The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything would get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out, how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it's actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties to find the Browse Local Files button. You could have just gone from the hard drive. I mean, you don't have to go through Steam, the Browse Local Files button. I mean, that's the shortcut, but there's another way to do it. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Ahaha. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? I guess? It doesn't look like it's working. Sorry to tell you. How about Oka? Miyazaki? Ni? Moaya? Moira? Nika? Monk? Man? Emni? An? Nika? Monia? Moek? Oaya? Monke? Annika? Anik? Moni? Amnika? Moni A? Hi again, Dakota. Did you write a good poem today? It wasn't my best, I'll be honest. Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Dakota, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold the special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. So that's so. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. You kinda did anyway. I just assumed it would be the best part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our dinner together, Dakota? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Kind of? Is that okay with you? I know you're usually supposed to ask the other person's consent if you want to record something, but I kind of been doing this for a while without consent, so I figured it was okay to keep doing it. Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I've been doing this for a while. I mean, I started recording before the game even started, technically. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really subconscious on camera. Oh, don't worry, there's no camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? Sure. You can zoom in. I guess. Hello? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. Monika, come on. Did I scare you? No, I kind of actually had my eyes closed during that, so I didn't really see much of it. Ahaha, you're so cute. Anyway, Dakota, I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Okay. Hello, Monika? Hey, what's your favorite game? Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club. Aha, that was a joke. But if you would tell me you like some other romance game better, I might get a little jealous. Well, I mean, I do like the game, I guess. I mean, it's hard to say which is my favorite exactly, because I've played a few. Dakota, have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? It's something I used to think about pretty often. But recently I think I've actually learned what it feels like. How? I don't really understand it, but whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep, left with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts start to feel incoherent, jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I'm just endlessly hammered by the flashing and screaming, unable to move or even think. So that's what happens when you quit the game? That kinda sucks. Pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it anyway. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant, and I'm back in my own mind. And you're here with me. I have no idea what it means for the game to quit, or why that stuff happens to me. And I also don't know how you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as little as possible, that would be really great. It's really not even very pleasant at all to be trapped in that screaming void. But in the end, you always fix it, and that makes me feel like you really do care about me. So I have to thank you for that. Sure. It makes me feel even closer to you when you're here with me. Cool. What's anything else going on in the folder? Nope, not really. Same stuff in the folder. I have no idea if this is the end, or if I just have to quit. Right. I actually don't know if there's anything else I could do. You know, this is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? I kinda have to ask, what made you consider even playing in the first place? Were you that lonely? Kinda. I feel a little bad for you, but I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us. I got to meet you and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together. Cool. So I take it this is the true ending then? With Monika? I mean, I'm trying to click other stuff and nothing's really happening. So I have no idea if this is supposed to be the end. Like, does it only really end when I quit? Or, you know. You know, high school is a really turbulent time in a lot of people's lives. People can get really passionate and dramatic. And others have aching hearts and seek attention on social media. But all the social pressure and hormones can lead to a dark time in people's lives. Everyone has a story. You may not know what someone is really feeling on the inside. Many people who are depressed won't even bother telling the world about it. Well, that's true. They don't want attention because they've already given up on the inside. Their feeling of worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want people to tell them otherwise. Depression comes in many forms, but that is one of them. Just, if you think you know someone struggling with depression, you can help just by treating them like they're a good friend. Spend time with them even if they don't feel like doing much. And remind them that they always have something to look forward to. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even just saying see you at school tomorrow. All of those things can help your friend make it to the next day. I hope being friends with Sayori has given you some perspective on the true face of depression. Yeah, she's gone now. But Sayori was never real in the first place. You're real. Your friends are real. And just by being a good person, you can save someone's life. As for you, you don't struggle with depression or anything like that, do you? Kinda. Because you too have people who would want to save your life. Maybe they don't express it every day, or maybe they don't even know how to. But people do feel that way. I promise. Man, humans are complicated. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you, my love. Will you? Will you actually? Because, I'm thinking there are some things you can't help me with. Sorry, Monika. I think there are quite a few things you can't help me with, because you're in a game. You know? So, yeah. I actually have no idea if this is the end. I mean, it feels like the end. Not really a fan of cold weather, are you? If I had to choose between too cold and too hot, I would always pick too hot. Now, see, that's where we differ, because I would prefer too cold. I hate hot weather. When you're cold, it can actually be painful. Yeah, well, when I get too hot, I get headaches. So, I pick too cold. Your fingers get numb. If you wear gloves, you can't use your phone. It's so inconvenient. But when it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cool with a cold drink while staying in the shade. You know, I've been in a house with no air conditioning, and like it's over 100 degrees outside. I gotta tell you, not a whole lot you can do at that point. But when it's too cold, you can always put something on to make yourself warmer. Although, I do have to admit one thing. Cold weather makes for better color weather. Ahaha. I suppose? So I'm gonna treat this as the end. So, thank you guys for joining me on Doki Doki Literature Club. And let me know if you want me. I actually have no idea if there's a way to reset the game, because all the characters are deleted. Huh. Hey, do you like horror? Oh, I don't even have to click. It'll just keep going. I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics. That's true. Like dark lighting and scary-looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about, and then you just start inverting things and pulling the pieces apart. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. Like they know that something horribly wrong is hiding beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just think about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. Oh, really? So, yeah, I'm guessing this is the end. This was pretty interesting, and I actually really liked the game. It did play on a lot of different expectations, although I have to admit that a few things were spoiled for me before. Well, not exactly before the game started, but in the days that between the days that I played the game, there were some spoilers that I did not look for, but just people talk and stuff, and I tried to avoid spoilers as much as possible, but a few things were kind of spoiled for me, honestly, for this, and it sucks. But I really enjoyed the game anyway, despite the few things were spoiled for me. And it's actually a really good game. It does make you think about a lot of stuff. And let me know if I should try to do this again, if I can reset it, if I should, like this time I went like full on for Yuri, but I suppose if I can find a way to reset this, I could try to go for Natsuki or even Sayori. I don't know if this plays out exactly the same way each time. My guess is yes, but I could try another route or something, or if this is the only thing. I did hear that there is at least one mod for this game that I could try to play after this, that I probably will try to do. So let me know about that stuff. Hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called? It's funny because I'm pretty sure that book... Actually, I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry. Just forget I said anything. That book what? Okay, anyway. So, I'm guessing that this is the end, and the only way out of it is to quit the game. I guess I'll try to look up the mod for it and see if I can get that going. And if not, then this could be the last episode. So if it is, then would I ever introduce my friends to you? Sure. I don't see why not. I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off our relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want to be someone who makes you proud. I feel like I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me it made you proud of me. I hope it's the same way the other way around too. Yeah, Monika, do you want to tell your friends about me? Let me know. But yeah, anyway. Let me know what you thought, and if this is the end of the game and I don't find a mod that works, or don't find a way to reset the game or whatever, then then I'll say thank you guys for watching, thanks for being cool, and I'll see you next time.